Quote number 1. Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you are right. This means that whatever you think about, whether it is success or failure, you are correct in your assessment because you actually get the answer out of your own mind. Mind is such a powerful tool which develops patterns and gives direction to the thoughts you are giving more importance to. And eventually you will reach where you want to. So a point that can be derived from this is that success actually comes from focusing on the practical thoughts coming in your mind related to the work you are trying to do. Even the impossible can become possible if you establish it first in your mind. Quote number 2. If there is one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as your own. This means that success in reality lies in your ability to understand the thought process of the other person and also your own, so that you can actually see on which points do you agree and on which points you disagree with the other person. Then to actually achieve success you have to learn from both these points of view. Success never comes when you are biased in your point of view. This is one of the fundamental qualities which can be applied to business. If you are able to understand the need of the customer, you will always grow as a business. Quote number 3. Most people spend more time and energy in going around problems than in trying to solve them. This means that people are actually busy in avoiding problems rather than facing them head-on. This actually consumes a lot of energy and time, and when the time comes to solve the actual problem, you have no strength left, and also that problem now no longer requires a solution. Furthermore, when you actually try to bypass the problem, it starts to become more complex and difficult to solve. One way of avoiding a problem is also procrastination, which is a very dangerous trap to fall into. Another way of avoidance is that people keep hopping from one thought to the next. Quote number 4. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason few engage in it. This means that thinking is the process in which you actually have to focus and apply your mind fully, which is a tedious process. Mind by its very nature is lazy. It is very easy for the mind to find a comfort zone where it doesn't have to work much and things keep happening on their own. In this state of mind, you cannot expect to grow because thoughts start to expand only when we think more and more about them. And this state is actually boring because there is no challenge there. So only a handful of people, in the truest sense, use their mind. Quote number 5. It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. This means that if you want to grow more than the other people around you, you have got to work during the time when other people are partying and enjoying the pleasures of life. If your goal actually is continuous learning and constant development, then you should not stop yourself. This can really help you in achieving a state of flow where you don't actually put in a lot of effort, and you keep completing tasks regularly and efficiently. Quote number 6. Chop your own wood, and it will warm you to ice. This means that if you do work in a direction, the work itself also teaches you so many things. Going through the journey allows you to build up experience. If taken in the literal sense, the act of chopping wood for a fire will make you warm up just as much as the fire will. If you do a work yourself, you actually learn how to do it, and you can do it again independently if you want. Quote number 7. A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. This means that business is not actually about making money, but it is actually more than that. It is about delighting your customers. The business which focuses only on money misses out on the value that it is providing to the customers. Also, focusing only on money can make a business profitable in the short time only. But focusing on the needs of the customers and fulfilling their needs actually enhances the profitability of the business in the longer run. The why of the business is much more important than the money aspect, because focusing on the why actually allows the business to earn much more money. Quote number 8. The short success, that can be gained in a brief time and without difficulty, is not worth much. This means that if someone gains success easily in a short span of time and without any struggle, it is not really valuable. There are two ways to understand this. First, if you gain success quickly, you can also lose it quickly. Second, even if you retain success after gaining it quickly, you do not gain the level of satisfaction that you get after struggling a lot. Gaining success in a long time also builds up experience, which is a golden asset that can be used at any time in life and in every aspect of life. Quote number 9. The competitor to be feared is one who never bothers about you at all, but goes on making his own business better all the time. This means that the competitors who are constantly watching your moves and decisions are not to be feared, because they are competing with you and other competitors. The dangerous competitor is the one who constantly competes with oneself and constantly improves to be better every day. This type of competitor has much greater chances of achieving success because their focus will be on the needs and wants of the customers and solving their problems rather than looking at the competition. This type of competitor will constantly observe the behavior of the customers and will look forward to the customer's feedback. Quote number 10. Those who stop marketing to save money are like those who stop a clock to save time. This means that the money that is spent on marketing is not an expense but actually an investment. Marketing in a business is actually more important than manufacturing. Even if you have a product which is the best of the best and you don't market it well, you won't be able to sell it. If we look, even the best of brands in the world, all of them spend a lot of money on marketing their products and services.